I never thought I'd end up like this. Curled up on a sagging couch in a moldy basement apartment in the sketchiest part of Seattle, the walls damp and peeling, the air heavy with the smell of mildew and stale beer from the bar upstairs. A flickering bulb casting shadows on the cracked floor, scrolling through my ex's Instagram while my life falls apart around me. My name's Emily, I'm 26, and just a few months ago, I thought I had everything. A boyfriend I loved, a job as a barista that I enjoyed, and a cute little apartment in Capitol Hill where I'd wake up to the sound of rain pattering on the window and the smell of coffee from my own espresso machine. I'd spend my days pulling shots of espresso, my nights planning my dream of opening my own cafe, and my weekends dreaming about the life I'd build with Dylan, the love we'd share forever, the happiness I thought was mine. But I lost it all because of one stupid night, one stupid gift, one stupid betrayal, and now Dylan's gone, my job gone, my friends have ditched me, and I'm one missed rent payment away from being homeless, my fridge empty except for a carton of spoiled milk and a single packet of ketchup. I met Dylan a year ago at the coffee shop where I work, the kind of place with mismatched furniture, chalkboard menus, and indie music playing softly in the background. I was 25, behind the counter, my apron stained with coffee grounds, my hair in a messy bun, my smile bright as I handed out lattes, my energy high as I chatted with customers, a portafilter in my hand, the smell of roasted beans in the air. Dylan was 26, a logistics coordinator with sandy blonde hair and a boyish grin, the kind of grin that made my stomach flutter, the kind of grin I wanted to see again, the kind of grin I wanted to keep. He came in every morning for a black coffee, his order simple, his voice warm as he'd say, "You make the best coffee in Seattle, Emily." His compliment a spark I couldn't ignore, a spark I didn't want to ignore, a spark I thought was real. We started dating a month later, rainy walks in Pioneer Square, his hand in mine as we duck into bookstores, the air smelling like wet pavement and old pages, his laugh a melody I couldn't get enough of. We spend evenings at my place, baking cookies in my tiny kitchen, the oven humming, the chocolate melting, his arms around me as I'd mix the dough, his kisses soft on my forehead, his love a warmth I thought would never fade. We'd sit on my couch, my legs over his lap, my notebook open as I'd sketch ideas for my cafe, his voice encouraging as he'd say, "You're gonna make it happen, Em, I believe in you." His support a dream I loved, his words a dream I trusted, his presence a dream I thought would last. We moved in together 6 months ago, my Capitol Hill apartment a cozy space with potted plants on the windowsill, a coffee grinder on the counter, and a balcony where we'd watch the sunset, the sky a wash of pink and gray, the air cool, the life we'd built a canvas I thought would never tear. Dylan knew how much my birthday meant to me. It was the one day I let myself feel special, the one day I let myself be the center of attention, the one day I let myself believe I deserved to be loved. I'd been planning a small party for weeks, a gathering of friends in our apartment, a night of laughter and music and cake, a night I thought would be perfect, a night I thought would be mine, a night I thought would be ours. I'd spent the day decorating, my hands busy, my music loud, my energy high, my playlist blasting through the speakers, the beat of a pop song making me dance as I moved around the apartment. I strung fairy lights across the living room, their glow soft, their warmth a reflection of the night I wanted, the night I needed, the night I deserved. I baked a lemon raspberry cake, the kind I knew Dylan loved, the batter tangy, the raspberries tart, the smell filling the apartment, the effort a labor of love, a labor of joy, a labor of me. I'd started noticing things, little things, things I didn't want to see, things I didn't want to feel, things I didn't want to know. Dylan's phone would buzz late at night, his screen lighting up with notifications he'd quickly swipe away, his excuses vague. "Just work stuff, babe." His tone casual, his eyes avoiding mine, his lies a whisper I ignored, a whisper I buried, a whisper I didn't hear. He'd come home smelling like perfume I didn't recognize, a sweet, musky scent that wasn't mine, a scent that wasn't ours, a scent that wasn't right. I'd ask, my voice soft, my heart heavy, "How was work?" And he'd shrug, his answer short, "Fine," his tone distant, his body distant, his love distant, his truth distant. I'd push down the unease in my chest, the quiet whisper in my mind, the doubt I didn't want to feel, the doubt I didn't want to hear, the doubt I didn't want to know, telling myself I was being paranoid, telling myself I was being silly, telling myself I was being wrong. The evening of my birthday, I was buzzing with excitement, my hands smoothing my dress, a flowy blue number with tiny white flowers, the kind of dress that made me feel pretty, made me feel special, made me feel loved. I did my makeup, my hands steady as I swiped on pink lipstick, the color bright against my pale skin, the mascara thick on my lashes, the look soft, the look me, the look I thought he'd love if he noticed, if he cared, if he saw. I sprayed on my favorite perfume, the one with notes of vanilla and lavender, the scent lingering as I moved, the scent a memory of the nights we'd spent together, the nights I thought were ours, the nights I thought were real. I grabbed my favorite necklace, a delicate silver chain with a tiny coffee cup charm, a gift from my mom when I got my first barista job, a piece of me, a piece of my dreams, a piece of my heart. I clasped it around my neck, the charm cool against my skin, the weight familiar, the meaning everything, the meaning mine, the meaning I thought was safe. The party started at 7:00 p.m., my friends filling the apartment, their laughter loud, their voices a hum I loved, their presence a warmth I cherished, a warmth I needed, a warmth I deserved. The fairy lights twinkled, the music played, the lemon raspberry cake sat on the counter, its frosting a soft pink, its candles unlit, its promise a moment I couldn't wait for, a moment I thought was mine, a moment I thought was ours. I moved through the crowd, my smile wide, my heart full, my drink in hand, a glass of sparkling cider, the bubbles tickling my nose, the sweetness a comfort, the night a comfort, the love a comfort, the everything a comfort. Dylan was by my side, his arm around my waist, his voice warm as he'd say, "Happy birthday, babe, you look amazing." His words a promise I believed, a promise I trusted, a promise I thought was true. I'd taken off my necklace earlier, my hands busy as I'd helped a friend with a spilled drink, the cider sticky on my fingers, the charm catching on my sleeve, the decision quick as I'd set it on the kitchen counter. Its silver chain glinting under the lights, its place safe, its place mine, its place I thought was secure. I'd meant to put it back on, but the party kept me busy, refilling drinks, cutting cake, laughing at stories, dancing to songs, my body moving, my joy moving, my life moving, my love moving. I didn't notice Dylan slip away, didn't notice him take the necklace, didn't notice him take my heart, didn't notice him take my everything, didn't notice him give it away, give it to her, give it to her, give it to her. And then I saw it. Dylan, my Dylan, the man who'd said he loved me, the man who'd said he'd always be there. The man who'd said I was his everything, standing in the corner of my living room, his hands on another girl, her neck adorned with my necklace, my coffee cup charm, my piece of me, my piece of my dreams, my piece of my heart. She was tall, with short black hair, wearing a red top that clung to her body, her smile wide, her eyes on him, her lips close to his, her everything where mine should have been, where mine used to be, where mine deserved to be. And then I recognized her, Lydia. My coworker Lydia, the one I'd trained at the coffee shop, the one who'd borrowed my apron, the one who'd shared shifts with me, the one who'd laughed with me over burnt espresso shots, the one who'd been my friend, my ally, my confidant, my everything. My heart stopped, my breath caught in my throat, my mind a whirlwind of shock and disbelief. Dylan with her, with Lydia, on my birthday, in my apartment, at my party with my necklace, my necklace, my necklace. And Lydia, my coworker, the one I'd trusted, the one I'd helped, the one I'd cared about while she was with him, while she was taking him, while she was breaking me. I froze, my body still, my hands trembling, my eyes locked on them, my heart locked on them, my pain locked on them. I watched as he leaned in, his lips brushing her ear, her laugh loud, her hand on his chest, their intimacy a knife to my heart, a knife to my soul, a knife to my everything. I couldn't move, couldn't think, couldn't breathe, couldn't feel anything but the betrayal, the hurt, the loss, the emptiness I'd become. I pushed through the crowd, my heels slipping on the hardwood floor, my hands shaking, my voice a scream as I shouted, "Dylan, what the hell are you doing?" The music stopped, the room fell silent, my friends staring, their eyes wide, their whispers a hum I couldn't ignore, their phones out, their cameras flashing, their judgment a weight I couldn't bear. He turned, his eyes wide, his face pale, his guilt written all over him, his lie written all over him, his betrayal written all over him. Emily. He stammered, his hands dropping from her waist, his voice a mix of shock and fear, his eyes darting between me and her, his choice already made, his choice already hers, his choice already not mine. "That's my necklace, Dylan," I screamed, my voice cracking, my tears falling, my body trembling with rage, with hurt, with betrayal. "My necklace. The one my mom gave me, the one I love, the one that means everything to me, and you gave it to her, to her, to her. On my birthday. In my apartment. At my party. And Lydia, my coworker. I trained you, I helped you, I trusted you, and you're here with him, with my boyfriend, wearing my necklace on my birthday." The crowd gasped, their whispers louder, their phones recording, their eyes wide, their shock a mirror of mine, their judgment a weight I couldn't bear. Lydia smirked, her arms crossing, her voice cold as she said, "I'm Lydia, yeah, your coworker. Dylan and I have been together for 5 months. He said you were too boring, too stuck in your little cafe dream. He wanted someone fun, someone free. And this necklace? He said it was a gift for me." Her words were a slap, a sting, a wound I couldn't heal, a wound I'd carry, a wound I'd bleed from. 5 months, 5 months of lies, 5 months of betrayal, 5 months of me training her, helping her, trusting her, while she was with him, while she was taking him, while she was breaking me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't move, couldn't feel anything but the pain, the betrayal, the loss, the emptiness I'd become. "How could you do this to me, Dylan?" I screamed, my voice raw, my chest heaving, my tears soaking my face, my hands clenched into fists, my nails digging into my palms, my heart breaking, my life breaking, my everything breaking. "I trusted you. I loved you. I gave you everything, I gave you me, I gave you us, I gave you my heart, and you gave it to her, you gave it to her, you gave it to her. On my birthday, Dylan, on my birthday. And you gave her my necklace, my necklace, my necklace. And Lydia, I helped you, I cared about you, and you did this to me, you did this to me, you did this to me. You let me believe, you let me hope, you let me love, and it was all a lie, it was all a lie, it was all a lie." He didn't say anything, his movements cold, his silence colder, his decision final. "I'm sorry, Emily," he said, his voice flat, his eyes avoiding mine, his words a hollow apology, a hollow end, a hollow void. "You're too predictable, too safe. I need someone who excites me. I'm done." He turned to leave, Lydia following him, her heels clicking, her laugh a taunt, their happiness a taunt, their betrayal a taunt, their everything a taunt. The crowd parted for them, their whispers a roar in my ears, their pity a weight on my shoulders, their judgment a wound I couldn't heal. I fell to my knees, my sobs loud, my hands clutching my chest, my tears soaking the floor, my voice a broken whisper as I choked out, "How could you do this to me, Dylan? I loved you, I trusted you, I believed you, and you broke me, you broke me, you broke me." My friend Sarah rushed to my side, her arms around me, her voice soft. "Let's get you out of here, Em." Her comfort a lifeline I clung to, a lifeline I needed, a lifeline I didn't deserve. Dylan moved out the next day, his stuff gone before I even woke up, his side of the closet empty, his toothbrush gone from the bathroom, his presence a ghost I couldn't touch, a ghost I couldn't hold, a ghost I couldn't keep. I stood in the doorway of our bedroom, my hands trembling, staring at the empty space where his hoodies used to hang, the space where his sneakers used to sit, the space where he used to be, the space where we used to be, the space where I used to be. The apartment felt wrong without him. The kitchen where I'd baked cookies for him, the balcony where we'd watched the sunset, the potted plants we'd watered together, all of it hollow, all of it cold, all of it a reminder of what I'd lost, what I'd been betrayed out of, what I'd never have again. I found a note on the counter, his handwriting messy, his words cruel. "I'm happier with Lydia, don't call me." His goodbye a final blow, a final cut, a final end. Next to the note was a photo of us from our first date, torn in half, my face crumpled. His half missing, our love missing, our life missing, our everything missing. My coworkers started distancing themselves, the video of my meltdown at the party going viral, their messages harsh, their words a slap in the face. "You're too dramatic, Emily. I can't deal with this," one coworker texted, her tone cold, her rejection a wound I couldn't heal, a wound I'd carry, a wound I'd bleed from. I'd show up to work, my eyes red from crying, my hands shaky, my focus gone, my apron wrinkled, my hair a mess, my smile non-existent, my energy a problem, my presence a liability. I'd try to pull a shot of espresso, my hands trembling, my movements slow, my mind elsewhere, my heart elsewhere, my life elsewhere, my dreams elsewhere. "I'm sorry, Emily, but we're getting complaints," my manager said, her voice firm, her arms crossed as she stood by the espresso machine, her decision made, her words a final blow to the job I'd had, the job I'd lost, the job I'd ruined. "We have to let you go." Without a job, I couldn't afford the apartment. I'd already been late on rent, and Dylan wasn't there to help anymore, wasn't there to split the bills, wasn't there to pick up the slack, wasn't there to keep me afloat, wasn't there to keep me from drowning, wasn't there to keep me from falling, wasn't there to keep me from crumbling. The landlord gave me a week to move out, his voice harsh over the phone, his words final. "You're out, Emily. I can't keep waiting for you to pay, I can't keep dealing with this, I can't keep giving you chances." I spent that week packing what I could into a backpack, leaving behind the life I'd built with Dylan, the memories we'd made, the dreams we'd shared, the fairy lights we'd strung up, the coffee grinder we'd used, the photos we'd taken on the balcony, the life we'd lived, the love I thought we'd had, the future I thought we'd planned. I moved into a moldy basement apartment in a rough part of Seattle, the kind of place with damp walls, a couch that smelled like mildew, and a bar upstairs that played loud music all night, the kind of place where the air smelled like stale beer, the roaches skittered across the floor, the sink dripped endlessly, the kind of place I never thought I'd end up, the kind of place that felt like a cage, the kind of place that felt like the end. My new neighbors were a constant reminder of my fall. A guy upstairs who stumbled home drunk every night, his footsteps heavy, his shouts echoing through the ceiling, his chaos a mirror of my own pain, my own loss, my own void. The hallway smelled like mold, the carpet stained with years of neglect, the flickering bulb buzzing above, a sound that kept me awake at night, a sound that haunted my dreams, a sound that reminded me of everything I'd lost. I'd sit on the sagging couch, my knees pulled to my chest, my hands wrapped around a chipped mug of cold coffee, the ground stuck to the bottom, the taste bitter on my tongue, the warmth gone, the comfort gone, the hope gone. I'd stare at the walls, the damp patches spreading like bruises, the cracks snaking across the ceiling, the kind of cracks that felt like my heart, my soul, my everything. I'd find myself tracing the cracks with my eyes, my fingers itching to touch them, to feel them, to break myself, to break everything. The way I'd been broken, the way I'd been shattered, the way I'd been destroyed. Meanwhile, Dylan and Lydia were thriving, their lives a stark contrast to mine, their happiness a knife to my heart. I'd see their posts online. Dylan had started his own logistics startup, and Lydia was by his side at every networking event. I found their Instagram profiles late at night, scrolling through their updates at 3 a.m., my tears blurring the cracked screen of my phone as I clicked on their photos. They moved into a modern apartment in Belltown, the kind of place with a rooftop deck and a view of the Space Needle, the kind of place we'd dreamed of living in together, the kind of place I'd never see, the kind of place I'd never deserve. I saw pictures of them at coffee shops, his arm around her head on his shoulder, her smile brighter than anything I'd ever given him, brighter than anything I'd ever been, brighter than anything I'd ever be. I saw a photo of her at a cafe, my necklace around her neck, her caption a taunt, feeling on top of the world with my love. Her words a reminder of the betrayal, the lie, the void she'd made me. The worst part, I found out my other friends knew about Dylan and Lydia. My friend Rachel, who I thought was my best friend, had liked one of Lydia's posts, a photo of her and Dylan at a concert, captioned "Best Date Ever." Rachel had known, and she hadn't told me, hadn't warned me, hadn't cared enough to let me know I was being betrayed, being replaced, being erased. I texted her, my fingers shaking, my words a mess of anger and hurt. "You knew about Dylan and Lydia and you didn't tell me? You let me think he was mine." She replied hours later, her message cold, her words a slap in the face. "Dylan told us months ago, Emily. We didn't want to hurt you, but honestly, you were too boring for him. He's happier with Lydia, let it go. Her words cut deeper than anything Dylan had said, deeper than anything Lydia had done, deeper than anything I'd felt, deeper than anything I'd ever known. I'd sit in my basement apartment, the bulb flickering above, the sound of the bar upstairs a distant hum, the roaches skittering across the floor, the smell of stale beer filling the air, the weight of my loneliness pressing down on me, the weight of my betrayal crushing me, the weight of my failure shattering me. I'd scroll through Dylan and Lydia's posts, my tears smudging the cracked glass of my phone, my heart crumbling with every photo, every caption, every reminder of what I'd lost, what I'd been cheated out of, what I'd never have again, what I'd never deserve again, what I'd never be again. I'd look at myself in the smudged mirror, my eyes hollow, my hair a mess, my face pale, my skin dry, my lips chapped, my body tired, my spirit broken, my dreams gone, and barely recognize the girl staring back at me. A girl who used to laugh, who used to love, who used to have it all. A girl who'd been deceived. A girl who'd been replaced. A girl who'd lost it all. I've been in this moldy dump for a month now, and every day feels worse than the last. Every day a reminder of what I've lost. Every day a reminder of what I've become. Every day a reminder of the treachery that shattered me. I'm sitting on the sagging couch, my back against the damp wall, my phone in my hand, staring at Dylan's latest post. Him and Lydia at a startup launch party, her red top bright, her smile wide, his arm around her, their happiness a taunt, their love a taunt, their life a taunt, their dreams a taunt. They're everything I'll never have, they're everything I'll never touch, they're everything I'll never be a part of, they're everything I'll never deserve. My stomach twists, my eyes burn, and I can't stop the tears from falling, can't stop the anger from rising, can't stop the pain from consuming me, can't stop the deception from defining me. I keep thinking about that night, my birthday, the night I saw him give her my necklace, the night I found out about Lydia, the night Dylan walked away, the night he destroyed me. I can still see him in the corner of my living room, his hands on her, my necklace around her neck, my coffee cup charm a betrayal I couldn't unsee, her smile a betrayal I couldn't unfeel, their love a betrayal I couldn't unknow. I can still see Lydia in her red top, her smirk a dagger, her words a dagger, her betrayal a dagger, her everything a dagger. I can still hear Dylan's words, "You're too boring, I need someone who excites me." The way they sliced through me, the way they crushed me, the way they made me feel like a void, like I'd never be enough, like I'd never be her, like I'd never be Lydia, like I'd never be anyone. I can still see the way he left, the way he didn't even look at me, the way he didn't even care that he'd been lying to me, that he'd been betraying me, that he'd been breaking me, that he'd been replacing me, that he'd been erasing me, that he'd been destroying me. And Lydia, whoever she is now, this perfect girl with her perfect top and her perfect life. She knew about me, knew I was his girlfriend, knew I was loving him, knew I was trusting him, and she didn't care, didn't stop, didn't think about me, didn't think about my pain, didn't think about my loss, didn't think about the emptiness she was making me. She worked with me, laughed with me, learned from me, all while she was with him, all while she was taking him, all while she was breaking me, all while she was destroying me. She stood there on my birthday, wearing my necklace, watching me break, and she didn't care, didn't stop, didn't feel a thing, didn't feel me. And my friends, Rachel, the one I thought would always be there, the one I thought would always have my back, she knew about them. Knew about their affair, knew about their love, and she didn't tell me, didn't warn me, didn't care enough to save me from the betrayal, from the pain, from the loss, from the void I've become. She liked their stupid posts, cheered for their stupid love, smiled at their stupid life, while I was here, falling apart, breaking apart, losing it all, losing myself, losing me. But instead of looking at myself, instead of seeing what I did wrong, I point the finger at them, at Dylan, at Lydia, at Rachel, at everyone who let me down, who deceived me, who destroyed me. If Dylan hadn't cheated on me, I wouldn't be here. I mutter, my voice low, my eyes fixed on the flickering bulb, my hands clenched into fists, my nails digging into my palms, my tears falling onto the couch, my heart racing, my mind spinning, my soul crumbling. He should have been honest, should have told me, should have cared enough to stay with me, to love me, to choose me, not her, not Lydia, not someone else, not anyone else. He should have been mine, should have wanted me, should have needed me, should have loved me, not her, not her, not her. And Lydia, she knew I was his girlfriend, knew I was his life, and she took him anyway, took my life anyway, took my love anyway, took my dreams anyway, left me with nothing, left me with nothing, left me with nothing. She worked with me, smiled at me, lied to me, all while she was with him, all while she was breaking me, all while she was destroying me. She stood there on my birthday, wearing my necklace, watching me break, and she didn't care, didn't stop, didn't feel a thing, didn't feel me. And Rachel, she was supposed to be my friend, supposed to tell me, supposed to protect me, not stab me in the back, not cheer for my deception, not cheer for my replacement, not cheer for my loss. They all deceived me, Dylan, Lydia, Rachel, everyone. They're the reason I'm here, not me, not my actions, not my choices. I know I'm wrong, deep down, but I can't admit it, can't face it, can't let myself see the truth. That I was too trusting, that I ignored the signs, that I let myself be too much, that I let myself be boring, that I let myself be predictable, that I ruined my own life by not seeing the truth, by not seeing the lie, by not seeing the void I was becoming. Instead, I decide to fight back, to make Dylan and Lydia feel the pain I'm feeling, to make them see what they've done to me, to make them pay for deceiving me. I open my phone, my hands shaking, my battery at 2%, my screen cracked, my fingers trembling, my heart racing, my mind buzzing, and start typing a post for Instagram, my words sharp, my tone desperate, my plan a last-ditch effort to ruin them. He gave her my necklace on my birthday, I write, my fingers flying across the screen, my anger pouring out, my pain pouring out, my hurt pouring out, my deception pouring out. Dylan was cheating on me with Lydia, my coworker, for 5 months, lying to me, betraying me, breaking me, replacing me, destroying me. She worked with me, smiled at me, learned from me, all while she was with him, all while she was taking him, all while she was breaking me. On my birthday, he gave her my necklace, the one my mom gave me, the one that meant everything to me, and he gave it to her, to her, to her. I have proof, messages, photos, everything. I'm going to post them, to share them, to spread them, to make sure everyone knows what he did, to make sure everyone knows who he really is, to make sure everyone knows how he hurt me, how he shattered me, how he deceived me. I'm going to send the screenshots to his startup, to his investors, to his followers, to the coffee shop where we met, to everyone who thinks he's a success, to everyone who doesn't know the truth, to everyone who doesn't know what he did, to everyone who doesn't know how he broke me. I'm going to ruin his life like he ruined mine. I'm going to ruin his reputation like he ruined my heart. I'm going to ruin his everything like he ruined mine. I'm going to ruin his nothing like he made me nothing. I hit post, my heart racing, my mind buzzing with a mix of hope and rage, thinking maybe this will work, maybe he'll hurt, maybe he'll feel what I feel, maybe he'll see what he's done. Maybe he'll regret it, maybe he'll apologize, maybe he'll fix it, maybe he'll fix me, maybe he'll make it right, maybe he'll make me something, maybe he'll make me again. But deep down, I know it won't change anything. No, I've lost him for good. No, I have no one to blame but myself. No one to hurt but myself. No one to shatter but myself. No one to be but this empty shell, this void I've become. I set my phone down, my tears falling onto the cracked screen, and stare at the wall, the bulb flickering above, the sound of the bar upstairs a distant hum, the roaches skittering across the floor, the smell of stale beer filling the air, the weight of my loneliness pressing down, the weight of my betrayal crushing me, the weight of my failure shattering me, and wonder if I'll ever find a way out of this mess, wonder if I'll ever learn, wonder if I'll ever change, or if I'm doomed to keep making the same mistakes. Over and over, until there's nothing left to lose, until there's nothing left to shatter, until there's nothing left to hurt, until there's nothing left to feel, until there's nothing left to be.